Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of March 2016, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, we have got eclipse season taking place. And as I mentioned in the general focused horoscope, it is all about that eclipse happening in the early part of the month. The eclipse, the solar eclipse happening in a decidedly romantic part of the sky. This is the energy of creation, the energy of love, the energy of flutters, of butterflies in your stomach, and an energy of possibility, an energy of awakening, an energy of beginnings. This is a clean slate, and this is a fresh start. There's a lot of hope, maybe way too much, and that's okay. There's a lot of dreaminess with this, and so maybe, if you're open to meeting someone new, someone shows up, you might not be seeing that person accurately or clearly, you might not be getting the messages clearly, and yet you're enjoying yourself, you're enjoying your life. And that is at the heart of what's happening at the heart of you. If you're in an established bond, to me, I think that there are a couple of factors here at play that are going to speak most powerfully to you as a Scorpio, as a fabulous Scorpio at that. One is just a desire to feel more connected on a heart level, to really feel like you're connected and enjoying life with this person, that there's a sweetness that they are bringing into your life. That is going to be the hope, and that is going to be the aim. It might be lofty, really. Your relationship, if you look at history, right? History tells us better than anything where it is that the energy is going and where it is that you are headed. And yet, there's a part of you that can't help but be overwhelmingly optimistic, but also to understand, and I do think that this energy is going to be there as well, even with the optimism, even with the desire and the motivation to do whatever is required to strengthen that love. Yet at the same time, in order to have that beginning, sometimes there's work to do. And some of that work is being able to approach that person, to have those difficult conversations. And particularly for you, I do think that where it comes to money, that is likely to be a topic of conversation. And so if you're in an established bond, if you feel that, it hasn't been balanced, you haven't liked the way that it's been going financially, they say that couples disagree, they have conflict about money more than anything else. This is going to be a powerful lesson for you to turn that down, to understand that ultimately periods of stress around money are very much a part of any life. They're a part of the journey, because money it's not only an emotional thing, but also it's very connected to survival for us as human beings. And so when you have something connected to survival and it feels uncertain, it feels hard to grasp, or it feels unsteady, then it is very easy to get stressed about that. And ultimately, that is a stress that is not helpful at all. Ultimately, it is about acceptance. It's about knowing, okay, yes, that's a part of life. And I remember Eckhart Tolle, there's a quote from him that says, you don't have to worry about your bills. You have to pay your bills, but you don't have to worry about them. And that is part of the lesson here. How is it that you are going to keep your heart open and not bring any kind of financial stress into what ultimately is meant to be a mutually supportive and loving bond? Don't let that get in the way of love. On the one hand, it ends up contradicting each other. They both suffer. And on the other hand, it is just about acceptance. This is part of life. It's a part of any life. Periods of financial insecurity are part of any life, and it comes and it goes, and it's okay. Not to bring that into the relationship will be part of the lesson for some people out there. For others, It won't necessarily be about that stress. It might just be about, wanting fairness. Maybe one person wants to work more, wants to empower themselves financially. Maybe you feel that you're giving more, or they feel that they're giving more than they're getting. Ultimately, this is also a symbol of energy, so you get to find that balance within it. Where it comes to established bonds, there's also an element here of you looking at this person and saying, okay, this is what I've manifested. What does that say about me and what I believe I deserve? Some of you might cast a more critical eye, but I would say that if the love is there, if you feel loved, if you feel respected, if you're having fun, that is everything. That is key. Those of you who are just getting to know somebody right now, this could be a really interesting time because you are having an eye towards wanting something long-term, thinking about things in a more practical sense, and yet feeling motivated to know this person more deeply, to have a sense of, beginning something strong together, but the other person might not be as into jumping into commitment just yet. So you have to keep that in mind. And as with all things, they find their own pace. Your responsibility is to enjoy your life. Enjoy your life as much as you can. Life is short. It's long, but it's short. And so enjoy and grab the happiness that is there for you, and strive not to necessarily control what you don't control. And love, definitely. Another person and what they feel about you is definitely one of those things that you do not have control over. Also, with this energy, if you are open to meeting someone new, I think that this eclipse is really going to work overtime for you in that case. I think that you're very likely to attract someone who excites you, right? It's like getting your flirt on kind of energy happening here. And that's wonderful. It looks like communication, and there's a part of you that likely is going to have a communication and a flirting with another person that really gets you to see things differently and gets you to see yourself differently at that, gets you to see something of your own unique beauty a little bit differently. I remember a long time ago in a previous incarnation, way back in the day, I remember someone saying to me, a gentleman, he said to me once, he said, every girl has her own thing. Every girl has that one thing that you remember. And I found that so interesting, and he was telling me, yeah, there was that girl and she had this, and that girl, she had that. And sometimes it's in the appearance, sometimes it's in their actions, sometimes it's in their laugh, sometimes it's in the way that they look at things, right? Like metaphorically, but also the look that they get in their eyes when they are contemplating certain things or looking at certain things. Every person has that thing that stands out, that makes them beautiful, that makes them memorable. So this is going to be your chance to see that in yourself, to see what it could be for you, and to own that part of your beauty that much more. It's when you try to say, okay, maybe this could be somebody and maybe this could be something long term. It's when you get into that space that you are no longer in the moment. And ultimately the moment is saying, focus on you, on your enjoyment, on your appreciation, knowing that ultimately that is the most powerful thing you can do to create greater opportunities in love for yourself. And there will be opportunities. You will get your flirt on, even when it feels awkward. And I think some of you are going to feel a little awkward. Even when it does, it's okay. Accept that and let it go and try to have fun anyways. And you'll find yourself moving in a direction that feels that much more encouraging and allows you to be open on a heart level a little more and a little more at a time. What I love about this month for you is that you're passionate, you're driven, you've got Mars with you for part of the month, and at the same time, right around the same time, you have got a solar eclipse. You've got fresh opportunities abound for you, and fresh beginnings are there for you as well with the person that you love. Everybody needs a new start at some time or another, whether you are getting that start together or getting that start on your own, it really does start with you. It starts with you knowing that you deserve love, that you deserve joy, and that love is a part of joy. Connecting with that energy of joy can't help but not only magnify that, manifest more of that, but can't help but make you a more loving presence in the world, and can't help but help you to attract that much more love to you.